to more readings from the Science of Mind magazine, the Daily Guides. It just dawned on me that since I'm mainly using the digital version, I don't actually explore as much of the Science of Mind magazine as I used to do. And of course, the whole magazine for this month is devoted to abundance, which is the obvious reason why our writer this month, Reverend Jim, has chosen to focus on abundance, which is pretty natural. Let's see, today he's focused on an abundance of healing, an abundance of healing. First quote is from Dr. Carlton Whitehead. I didn't know who he was. I'm sure Reverend Jesse would have known instantly because this guy was a big figure in Science of Mind. He passed away in 2000 at age 87, but he'd been involved in founding and helping found lots of different centers around the country. A clear realization of the presence of God dissolves fear. The cause is clear, the cause is cleared, and the natural healing power is free to do its miraculous work of renewal. So if you want to change that, a clear realization of the presence of Spirit, the All, the Divine, whatever you wish to substitute there, dissolves fear. In other words, belief that there is a power greater than we are. And the cause is cleared, and the natural healing power is free to do its miraculous work of renewal. And Ernest Holmes, in This Thing Called Life, on page 122, says, whenever you speak from this inward awareness, consciously recognizing that all the power there is flowing through your words, then you endow your words with great healing power. And of course, behind that is belief. And belief is thought plus feeling. And this is Reverend Jimmy says, we're all in need of healing. This isn't a flaw in humanity, and it's not some kind of original sin. It is quite simply a mechanism for growth and development in this universe. It is a hopeful concept, since when we understand the Science of Mind teachings, we know how to heal. I'm going to come back to this. We realize all the good that is allowed by our consciousness. This we have developed by our thoughts, our emotions, and our interpretations of what we have observed in ourselves and in others. He says to move from one level of good to another is to heal, to remember, to reconnect, and to expand on our realization of the good that we are. A spiritually mature practitioner will, when confronted with pain or negativity, immediately turn to the clear realization of the presence of the Divine, the All, described in the above quote from Dr. Whitehead. We do not deny the pain or the negativity, but we quickly turn our thoughts and feelings to something greater, thus building a consciousness of healing within. We live in the world, but we also live within here, where our source of good resides, or if you like, in here. To heal, we must reveal what is unhealed. It is important to know we're able to look at our fear and create a consciousness of something greater. Something greater, quote unquote, becomes our new reality once we fully accept it. All right, so what do I make of all this? It really boils back down to a couple of things. One is, it's done unto you as you believe. And that's your thoughts plus your feelings. And the second thing is the ability to recognize and accept a current situation, and then to be able to completely turn away from it and to claim what you want in its place. So if someone is sick, then you turn away from, you recognize the sickness, and then you turn away from it and you focus your mind, your thoughts and your feelings on exactly what it is that you want to express for this person. In the affirmations, the first one that Reverend Jim had said is, I'm a healer. Well, strictly speaking, and I know what he means by this, but strictly speaking, that's not correct, because we don't heal anything. You know, we treat our own mind, which is an expansion, an expression, a oneness with the universal mind. And when we treat our own mind, because it's simply an expression of universal mind, we are in effect treating universal mind. And the change occurs within universal mind. So I would say that I am a pathway to healing. So I am using my own consciousness to put into universal mind that which I want to be expressed. But the thing that does the healing is the universal mind. It isn't the person. Technically speaking, strictly speaking, there's no such thing as a healer. There are people who have the ability to connect with the universal mind in such a way that healing occurs, but the actual healing is done by universal mind. Maybe I'm being nitpicky. I don't know. It's possible. Yeah, I could be being nitpicky. But the bottom line is this, simply. It's done into you as you believe, for yourself and for others. But you really have to turn away from the condition once you've acknowledged it and really wrap your feelings around the thought of what it is that you want. And that's the whole secret. When you wrap the thought with the feelings, then that's what produces the results. But it isn't you that's producing it. You're just a medium to doing it. You're just using the power of the all. If you want to call it the quantum field, fine. But you're using that power, the universal power, to actually produce the results. So it's kind of like, I'm just trying to think of a really good analogy, you know? But right now, it escapes me. There's lots of good analogies out there, but poof, they've gone. So maybe I worked out too hard at the gym just now and drove it out. I don't know, but there it is. I hope you got a chance to watch our service today. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday was that there was a Zoom link available for the Thanksgiving service. After the main service, there was a short, I guess, 30-minute gratitude service where people express their gratitude. It isn't recorded because it's people's own personal proclamations of gratitude. Typically, if we're talking about people's personal stuff, we don't record it unless we specifically ask people to do that. So the service is online. Reverend Lisa's talk from this morning's online, as are mine, Reverend Lisa's, and the Sunday service is going way back when. And tomorrow, Reverend Lisa will be on about 9 o'clock, so tune in to her. I'll be back tomorrow, and I'm trying to think ahead. And hopefully I'll be on at 5 o'clock. I'm doing a mediation tomorrow afternoon. If it goes beyond 5, I won't. If it finishes before 5, I will be on at 5 o'clock. You know, this is a time for Thanksgiving, and we'll get more into that later in the week as we actually approach Thanksgiving Day. But I'd like you to do one thing, and I'm asking myself to do the same thing as well. Before you go to sleep tonight, think about one thing for which you're grateful. It can be something small, it can be something huge, but just think about one thing for which you're grateful. And then I'm going to try and do this tomorrow morning when you're waking up. Think about one thing for which you are grateful. It can be an object, it could be a person, it could be a pet, it could be anything. It could be just the fact that it's a great day and you're alive. So Just see if we can do that. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and then once you've done that, you can take care of others. And namaste.